G'day everyone and welcome back to the Tamiya Super Clodbuster build. This episode we're doing step 10. Let's move this up a bit so you can see it. So this one, simply got this half of the gearbox, one deeper one, and we're going to install, as they recommend, the housing that doesn't have the shaft coming out of it. If you look on here, there's the 4 holes that match up to the 4 there. There's also a little lug on this plastic bit that goes there. That way you can't get it wrong with the alignment. There you go. That's on there. Now for this step, it's pretty easy. There's 4 of the, was it 3x12 machine screws and 4 of the milled nuts, or flanged nuts. Once again, because I really don't want anything coming apart in this truck, and a Loctite, even though it's a milled nut.
Why?
Right. Go in from the back with the screw, comes out the other side. Like I said before, push the nut back so it's flat against the plastic bit. That way you know everything's going to go in straight. The last thing I wanted to be doing is cross-threading one of these. Not that you'd get very far, I think you'd very quickly know to stop, but yeah. Also, this is the one step, I'm happily building this truck with all the Tamiya included hardware, but this is one of the steps where I was very tempted to go and get hex hardware out of my supplies for these screws, just because there's a lot of tensile strength needed for this, and you want it to be done really tight. And I just figured having a hex head hardware would just help that little bit. But many people have built these with the standard Tamiya hardware over the years. I've never heard of people anything really breaking on this truck. It's more of things, apart from body parts, but that's because they're plastic. But the drivetrain is one of those things that's just known as being very bulletproof. Hopefully with adding the thread lock,
Why more Loctite?
going to really make sure this thing never comes apart until I want it to, if I ever need it to.
Don't make the car disintegrate.
And it'll be nice and long lasting, because I do really want to take this thing out as a not as a basher, but just a bit of a show truck, something fun to run around. There's one spot, but because I said with those screws, these do have where they got the Phillips type head, or the JIS head. Here's the focus. But they've also got the straight flat head. To get that last little bit of strength on it. And this is where, I'll just really see what I'm doing here. I just use that just to really make sure they're tight as. Also, these are the last thing you want to have coming undone, considering that the screws are inside the gearbox here, and if one of these comes loose, you're going to have to pull the whole thing apart just to do them back up. I have found that with the last one that I did, that just keep going around and tightening them up, and it seems to pull them all in. One here seems pretty much, still. I don't want to say, I'm really impressed with the build process on this truck. I'll say it again towards the end when I'm finished this thing. If you're a hobbyist and likes building RC, and you've never built one of these, I highly recommend it. It is a great deal of fun. Something really different but enjoyable. So there we have it, one of the axle outputs, shafts, connected to the gearbox. So that's it for step 10. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll be back in the next episode for step 11.